Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Russell update for you guys. Brian Armstrong's pet dog looks like it's ready to pop out of here. If you look at the overall chart, I just hit my mic, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. If you look at the overall chart right now, what does it look like it's doing? It's coiling up. It's coiling up. The dog is barking, guys. Woof, woof. The dog is barking. So if we take a look at the smaller time frame right now, look at this, man. Look at the 1 week. Look at the 1 month. We're coiling up. We're coiling up. So right now, Russell right now is sitting just under 5.8 million market cap. Again, like I said, guys, don't overinvest into any meme coin, any project in general. It could be, the best project ever. But as we've seen with this bull run from the year 2022 to now, crypto is not what it was. Crypto is not like it once was, man. And I blame it on that we had we had a strong Bitcoin cycle because of the ETFs. We did not see any retail investors return to the space. All the projects that you saw run in from Q4 2023 to Q4 of 2024, right? That was just 1 year of bull run, and that was just meme coin Solana and meme coins on Solana, and Sweet also got a little bit of that as well too. That was the bull run, right? And all of the moves that you saw with Pepe at 10, 11 billion market cap, Dog with Hat 5 billion market cap, Bonk 4 billion market cap, Floki 3 billion market cap, Popcat 2 billion market cap, and etc., etc. All of that was just the same hands in the market exchanging. I keep hitting my mic, sorry guys. That was just the same hands exchanging money, right, from the 2022 cycle, right? How do I know this? Well, I've seen the statistics and the charts to verify this from Benjamin Cowen's videos, right? And there's also a chart that I showed you guys many times before where the retail interest in the market is at its 2021 lows, right? That is insane to think about. That was like 4 or 5 years ago, right? Absolutely crazy. So if you're in the market right now, at least you're ahead of the curve, right? You're way ahead of the curve, right? And we also had a high interest rate QT, quantitative tightening cycle, this bull run, right? So the next bull run, whenever it takes place, it could be this year, it could be next year, right? Because a lot of Benjamin Cowen and a lot of other analysts think we go into a bear market this year. We bottom in the summer or October, and then the next bull run, which would be a great bull run, starts in 2027. I personally don't think we're gonna have that harsh of a bear market because there's nobody here to sell. But the thing is, it's Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin had a full cycle which did very well, even though but this is the thing, it didn't even do that well in my opinion because it underperformed stocks, right? Nvidia outperformed Bitcoin. What? A stock outperformed Bitcoin? What? Come on, that's not supposed to be like that. So this entire cycle was not what it once was, man. This was a very difficult, very tough cycle. And Nvidia outperforming Bitcoin is just was just a sign, is more than enough of a signal to show you that this bull run was weak in compared to previous bull runs. And I think, like I said, because of that, because it was so weak and there's nobody here, only 1% of people that are gonna be here that will make it. If you're here right now, you will make it, in my opinion. With nobody here, who are people gonna sell their coins to? There's nobody to sell. There's nobody to sell the coins to. The only thing is that, like, if Bitcoin comes down to 50K, expect a lot of coins to drop hard as well, right? That's because a lot of the projects are tied to Bitcoin, which is sad. I would love an altcoin. I would love for the next bull run, Bitcoin underperforms. Honestly, let everything outperform. Let crypto be the best thing ever, right? Next bull run, let Bitcoin go to 500K to 1 million. That's how it should be, right? That's how crypto should be. It should outperform stocks, right? But I know I'm going into the macro in this video. I'm going into the macro in this video, right? But I'm just explaining, what I think you guys should do, right, for this year. So, for example, right, say Russell has a nice move up. Make sure you take profits and make sure you have a good amount of money in cash just in case, right? Somebody asked me, what do you think we do if we're bearish in 2026? Well, I do think there's going to be a move up in a lot of coins, and I'm not sure if we enter the super cycle or not, but I do think there's going to be a nice run in a lot of coins, right? Russell will have a run as well, in my opinion. And when that happens, you do take some profits, and you put that in the cash, right? And then if we go into the super cycle, that's where your moon bag, you know, takes off, right? And if we do go bearish, well, guess what? You already secured profits. You already stabled up your profits. And then what can you do? You could buy Russell for the bear market, because it's not gonna. This is a coin that I think will survive for the next cycle, right? Personally, right? So it really depends on what you decide to do. Just make sure, like I always say, never invest more than you're willing to lose, and be sure to take profits, right? That's the best way to go about this market, right? So Russell right now sitting at under 5.8 million. Like I said, it's coiling up. You can see it coiling up on this chart right here. And, you know, we could start, you know, a nice expansion for Russell. Once we break the previous high, it's expansion time for Russell, guys. So pay attention to that. And, you know, as I said before in previous videos, just 100,000 Russell is a great buy. You're not going to, like, go into debt buying 100,000 Russell. You're not going to say crypto has ruined me by buying 100,000 Russell, right? I still think that's a great bet to make. At 100 mil market cap, that's $10,000. 500 mil market cap, 50,000. A billion market cap, 100,000, right? And yeah, I think Russell is in a great spot here. So that's $571 for 100,000 Russell. You can see from the chart, man, look at how it's coiling up here. I think it's gonna start popping off soon, so pay attention, guys. As always, none of this is financial advice. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the videos. I really appreciate all the support. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one.